everybody, it's Miss Day. So I would like to talk to you about watercolors. And what we're going to do is, you should have already looked over your supplies and hopefully done a value scale. Now I'd like to talk about the brush exercises. You can download a copy of this from the Canvas webpage. And I'm just going to start with these exercises and go right down the row. So you can see here, it tells you a description about watercolor brushes, how they're very soft and usually fluffy and absorbent. And please make sure that you always keep your brushes stored upright in the container. You don't ever want to put them bristles down because that will damage the bristles. And of course the paint is supposed to be watery, not sticky. So make sure that you add a little bit of water to your paint. So let's go through these exercises together. So the first thing it says is to divide your paper into 9 sections. I don't really care how you divide your paper. I guess that'll be 1 section, and then I'll do my other sections like this. So that should give me 9 sections. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is for practice. I am going to use a little bit larger watercolor brush. I found that this small one was a little bit more challenging. So if you can find a larger brush, that would probably help you out. Let's see what this has a size. Doesn't have a size. Okay, that's a red sable, but there's not a size on it, but that's a pretty good one too. All right, so here we go. Let's get our paint. Remember, you want to make sure that your brush is always very wet, and you want your paints to be wet as well. The first one here says a flat wash. A flat wash is what you want to use to create a large area of solid color. You want to use a mop brush for that, just because it's going to hold the most. So I'll show you an example here. All right, so let's try this green. I like this green. So I'm not going to gouge into the paint. I don't want to be able to see any sticky paint on my brush. Okay, so you put the brush down, you go across, come back, across, get a little bit more paint, and cross, back. Our brush is getting a little dry, get some more paint. A little bit more paint. So that's a flat wash, and you can see that it has a little bit of a stripe. If you just leave it alone, it will settle and spread out, and that should almost disappear. Another thing you can do when you're trying to get a flat wash, a trick that I like to use, is to paint the water on the paper. First, just plain water on your paper. And then you can go back and pick up your color. I'll use the same green so we can see the difference. Go back and pick up your color. Make sure you don't get any blobs. And so we go back, forth, pick up a little bit more. A little bit more. So there's still a little bit, but not as noticeable as far as the stripes. All right, so that's the flat wash. Let's look and see what's next. Gradation. So gradation, this is, you're trying to make it go from dark to light. So we're gonna do just like we did with the flat wash, but instead of getting more paint, we'll get more water. Okay, so let's try that. All right, so I'm gonna start with my green paint here. I guess I'm just loving this green paint today. We're gonna come across, go back, and then instead of picking up paint, I'm gonna get a drop of water. and I'm going to go across, come back, another drop of water, cross, back, another drop of water. So you can see this is how it makes it, adding water makes it lighter, so it's fading. This top is not quite as dark as I would like it to be, so I am going to get a little bit more paint on my brush, and I'm just going to go across here one more time and see if I can't get it a little bit darker. I'm just not satisfied with this side right there. There. All right, so I guess I'm going to do the whole thing again. Okay, so I did it twice. All right, so that is a gradation because it's going from dark to light. The number 3 is double gradation. So that's when we're going to make one color going this way and another color going that way. So we have to let them dry in between. So I need to do this one more time. And maybe I'll switch to this blue color here. Okay. I guess I'll come up here, get a drop of water, get another drop of water, and a final drop of water. All right, so you can see it's going from dark to light. So once these dry, then I'll go back over the opposite direction to finish number 3. So number 4, actually all the way down here, from 4 all the way down, these are going to be specific brush strokes where you're using your wrist or your arm. So short strokes, this is like a little flip of the wrist. And let's see, I'll put some clean water in my red, and I'll do some red grass. How about that? I always think of grass when you do these little short strokes, but it could be like hair, I guess. So you're just flipping your wrist. It has that kind of grass-like quality. Okay. Then we go to number 5, long strokes. This is where you move your arm. So let's go ahead and do some more red. I guess I'm doing Christmas colors. Is that what's going on here? Sometimes it's easier. I don't know if you can see that, but I just put some water here in my lid, and I'm going to go ahead and use that to mix to make sure that my watercolor paint doesn't have any blobs in it. So it says here for long strokes, move your arm. So, oops. So you're going to move your whole arm here as you go across. Okay, got the feel of that. Curve strokes. So you're moving your wrist to make a little curve. Okay, putting some more red over here. Let's do this. Oh, we got a little red dot there too. And I'll have to go back the other way, see what that looks like. And I'll go back this way. And I'll go back that way. So those are curve strokes. Now we've got straight. This is where you don't move your wrist. So I'll just stay with the red. We're doing pretty well with it. So you just want to make sure that you don't move your wrist. You're just dragging your arm across. A lot of times I use my pinky to stabilize my hand so I can make sure that they stay straight. Okay. Stippling and scumbling. So stippling, as you already know, is the dotting motion. So let's see what we can do with that. I'm gonna try the black just so we can see what that looks like. And I'm gonna put it over here too because it seems really sticky. I think that these paints don't need as much water in, I don't think you have to put as much water in the pan when you start. I think just a wet brush might be enough to bring them alive. All right, so stippling is creating little dots, and you can see what happens when wet watercolor touches other wet watercolor. They bleed together. So it's kind of like they're alive. Watercolors are alive. Really love watercolor. They do all sorts of beautiful things. They'll change. So when you come back and look, you'll see, oh wow, this looks different. So now I'm going to show you scumbling, and I'll keep the black for that. So you're just, you know, using sort of random, kind of moving your hand around, brush strokes randomly to kind of create a scribble-like effect. Okay? So now we're going to go back and look at this number 3 because it was the double gradation. So I need to go back and paint a color in the gradation format the other direction. So, I already got black on this one, so I'm kind of tempted to try the blue up here. Let's see if it's dry. It looks dry. Yeah. All right, so what color? Pink? Should we put pink on top of the blue? Let's try that. All right, I got a clean brush. Cleaned it out. Make sure you're nice to your paints and you clean your brush. Okay, I think I got some pink paint here. Oops. All right, I'm going to use my lid to make sure that I don't have any blobs. So I'm just, you see that? I'm just swirling this around to make sure it's all. All right, so same format that we did before. You're going to go across and back, and then get a little drip of water. Cross, back, a little drip of water. Cross, back, a little drip of water. So there, that's how you make them fade. That's how they make them fade one into the other. So this was very quick. You know, you're welcome to practice more to fill this whole page up and see how watercolor behaves and practice your brush strokes. All right, good luck everybody.